Hey guys, so I got a few requests to do a review of the Poco phone from Xiaomi. These are a very affordable handset. You can get them for 250 to 300 euros, and they are coming with flagship grade specifications overall. There are some compromises here and there, which we can cover in this video. So first things first, in terms of the build quality, I'd say there are some things which I like and some things which I don't. I do like the back. I think that it's got quite a nice colour to it, etc. But I was expecting it to feel a little bit more premium overall, because that's how usually you do get with Xiaomi phones, like a premium kind of feel for not much money. I'd say even like the Redmi, the A2, etc. all feel better built overall. For some reason this does feel a little bit plasticky, so that is kind of like a negative, I would say, in regards to the phone. Also, the location of fingerprint sensor very close to the cameras, meaning that if you're taking shots a lot, you are going to end up scuffing the glass, which isn't very good. In terms of the actual construction overall though, it feels very solid and rugged, like it's built to last, even though it is quite a cheap phone. It would have been nice if they made the screen flush with the handset. You can see it does stick out a little bit here, reminding of the old handsets which didn't have like the very nice build quality that we're used to today. But the other thing which I would say is a bit budget is the screen. I mean, it's good enough in terms of legibility, and actually displaying the Android, but I was expecting something a little bit more for some reason, because usually Xiaomi is really good when it comes to displays, even if it's just LCD. I thought that they would put like a very high contrast panel on there. But it's quite average, I'd say. I wasn't expecting OLED for this kind of price. If you want OLED, you're going to have to go for the Mi 8. But you can see, in terms of the colours here, it seems more than adequate for most things. Although, as I said, I think it could have been a little bit better overall. It definitely seems to be better on the older handsets, like the Xiaomi Mi series of phones, but that's probably just them trying to cut a bit of cost here and there to make the phone a bit more affordable. Next we can talk about the camera here. So we have a dual camera on this, much like other handsets, and I wasn't expecting too much from it, because Xiaomi usually is a little bit basic in this regard. But nevertheless, I've got to say, I think that they've done a pretty good job here making a very competent shooter. So you can see the colours, etc., very nice and vibrant. If you really zoom in, you can even make out the hairs here on the leaves, which gives you a good impression that you're going to get some quality photos here. Even in the low light, you can see very nice and clear again. So I think it definitely punches above the price here. I think that if you're looking for a decent camera experience, this is not going to let you down. I think in terms of the HDR, it is a little bit gaudy compared to what you're going to get with higher end phones. But just look at the colours here, you can't really complain for €250. Absolutely fantastic overall kind of performance here. So the only area which I would say it lets down a bit is the video recording, which is a little bit poor, shall we say, in comparison to some other handsets. So you can see this is 4K. But to me it looks like upscaled, like HD, full HD. It's a little bit jerky, not the smoothest really. And the zoom, I think you can see exposure issues. So they definitely need to work on that, because it's quite janky compared to what you can get like with Nokia 7 Plus. But it'll do the job, at the end of the day. I think it's punching above its weight. It's not going to let you down overall in terms of the camera. So yeah, very positive opinions indeed. In terms of the gaming, let's just fire up some PlayerUnknown. So this is your PUBG, or PUBG actually. and you can see this is how it plays here. Very nice and smooth. Speakers are a little bit weak. Strangely enough, the speakers at the top here, but looks nice and smooth, you know, not hugely bad here. And so we could have some action here. I do notice I don't think the graphics are quite as good as your flagship phone. There is a bit of like pop-in. When you're in the actual building, you can see the graphics are nice and smooth. But when you're actually out and about here, you will notice some pop-in and some lags here and there. So maybe that's like an optimization issue. Can't expect the world for this price, I guess. But it seems to you know, play quite decently here, not too bad. Maybe you can change the settings as well to be a little bit less graphically intensive. But yeah, I think you could get a decent game out of this. You know, it's not too bad at all, really. So in terms of the battery, etc., you know, I don't really care about the battery when it comes to these kind of phones. I know it's going to last me all day. It's got a massive 4000 battery in there, the bog standard that you do expect for 2018, and you know, you're not going to have any issues with that whatsoever. Software is MIUI, which looks very nice and fresh here. I think it's updated to the latest build of it, which isn't MIUI 10, which I think is due to come out soon, but it is Android 8.1 with global 9.6 MIUI, so they are keeping it up to date. I think they've improved their record when it comes to, you know, the software kind of things. You do get a lot of different features here which I barely bother to explore nowadays. But you know, if you do want to explore them, I mean, look at all these nice features here. You can hide that annoying notch as well, which is essential. And also, what else do we get? So you can see you can change the colors a little bit, make them warmer, different contrast ratios. So lots of stuff in here. Looking after the phone, dual apps. Yeah, I'm not going to use half of these things. Maybe it's a little bit too much, but for people who like to customize their phones, I think they'll like that. A little bit short though when it comes to wallpapers. We do enjoy you know, good wallpapers, and I think in fact actually they haven't done too bad. I think there's some good new ones here. I thought that they didn't put too many on, but for some reason they have come on now, so you can see some good wallpapers here to put on, and obviously you can go into the settings and have some different themes. So very fun phone. You know, you're not going to have this kind of fun with your 1000 iPhone which you've just bought. So yeah, just a quick little video here doing a review on the Poco phone. Very nice phone. There are some flaws though, you know. I think the build quality and the screen overall could be better, but the camera, overall performance make it a fantastic bargain. Hope you enjoyed the video, found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.